Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ip of RageQuit TV casting the April finals of Go4 StarCraft 2. The first map is GSL Crevasse 1.1. I guess this is one of the newer versions. I'm not exactly sure. We have LuckyFool spawning as the yellow Terran on the bottom left position, and VPImyt. That just sounds like a bunch of random characters. I'm guessing VP is a clan. IMYT, I'm going to say that's like Imit. So, Imit versus LuckyFool. Imit is the green Protoss, and I think this is a best of 3. I'm not 100% sure. I'm guessing Fireside will be telling me very shortly, as he normally does listen to this, and he is the tournament admin. I am just the cast, and I always forget to check the rules. So we'll find out what LuckyFool decides to do. I'm guessing he's going to throw down a 10 supply depot, because why not? And Fireside, there he is, the great admin, saying, yep, it is a BO3. So, yep, there goes the 10 supply depot and Crevasse. Well, does this? Yeah, the rocks are here. And is this rich? Nope, regular. So, I don't know exactly what the changes are. This looks like a very regular Crevasse. Some of the versions do have this as a rich Vestbane geyser. This one obviously does not. And they all have the destructible debris right over there. We see a 9 pylon going down for a VPImyt or Imit. And, gonna be keep boosting those probes out. Gonna go for the 13 gateway, it looks like. Could be going for a Nexus first, and Command Center first, or common strategies on this map, and indeed, yes, it looks like he will be going for a Nexus first build. We'll see if LuckyFool does scout this. We have Imit not scouting at all, so he is completely in the dark of what LuckyFool is doing. If LuckyFool scouts this, throws down like a barracks right here, gets Marauders, he will easily beat this build. A proxy racks with 1 racks in your base is a HUD counter to this build. It is impossible to hold off unless you have some Gosu Pro Micro and the other player messes up somehow. LuckyFool is a good player. I don't think he'll mess up, but I don't know if he is going to be scouting. His gas is up now. His barracks is building. We'll see if this SCV does go and scout right when this is complete, or it goes back to the middle patch. We have Imit now going out to scout to see what LuckyFool is doing, as he did throw down that 15 Nexus, and now he is going to be throwing down a 16 gateway. Or a 17 gate. Needs to get another pylon out very shortly, because he is going to be supply blocking himself after this probe is done. This one, now he is at 18 out of 18 food. No pylons being built just yet, so it looks like he will be supply capped for just a little bit. The probe is going to come in. Sees LuckyFool is getting a reactor, and this is probably good for him, as Marauders are needed to directly counter this build, as they do have concussive shells and can do a lot of slowing to zealots. This build delays stalkers, so just get a few Marauders out with the concussive shells and you will be able to kite those zealots and just demolish them. You can go mass marines, but if a stalker does come out, you are completely SOL, as stalkers do take out marines very well. We do have him throwing down a gateway at 19 and getting a Cybernetic Escort, and there goes the probe transfer, transferring about 8 probes over to that expansion. LuckyFool is doing that 1 racks expand with this reactor, so this let him use gas and doubles his production. So it takes a little bit, but by doing this, you can save up money quickly for this 1 command center. And he is going to be throwing down the factory right after that. I'm curious what he will be doing. I do know LuckyFool does have this double starport build to get Banshees out and use Ravens, Banshees, and SCVs to repair those Banshees with the Force and do a great timing push. We'll see if he does that this time. That's normally a 1-base play. I see him do a lot on Shattered Temple, so not sure if he'll be doing that. No, he will not. Throwing down the double factory, so it looks like he is going to be doing some type of mech play. I'm guessing he's going to go for a blue-flamed Hellion drop. He's going to get a tech lab here, research that pre-igniter while building Hellions here, and do a blue flame Hellion drop. We will find out very shortly. And Imit is just still going to be building probes, and LuckyFool does get the scout, sees the workers are mining, and probably knows this was a Nexus first. If he clicked on a mineral patch, he will be telling. And people in the chat are saying the finals were yesterday. This is the April final, so Go4 StarCraft 2. There are 2 tournaments a week for a month. Those players, like the top 8 or 16 players, get points. At the end of the month, the top players are invited for a finals tournament for $200. So this is the finals tournament of last month. We have another gateway from Imit here in the back. So just spreading out these gateways so LuckyFool can't easily scout them all. This warp gate research is just about done. LuckyFool is going for a tank and a Hellion, not getting those blue flames. So no, I was completely wrong. Not going to be doing like a blue flame drop. Looks like he's getting a reactor on that so he can double produce Hellions. This Hellion is most likely going to be scouting. And yeah, looks like he is just a scouting Hellion. Immyt says, wonder what he's depressed about, as that is kind of a meh face, so it looks like he missed something. Is going to be turning these two into warp gates and now getting the robo facility. So it does look like a 2-gate robo play coming out from Immyt. Oh, not a 2-gate, a 4-gate robo play with this expansion. Now throwing down a 5th gate. So it's looking very standard Protoss play right now. And LuckyFool is going for Tank Hellion Marine. I haven't seen this composition used too often, so we'll see how it does do. This is very good against Immortals because you do have that Marine count. The Hellions demolish the Zealots, but a lot of Colossus or even Archons do well against this play. And we won't be seeing Archons as he doesn't even have that Twilight Council up, so, well, that is way away from his tech. And Immyt not using his Chrono Boost on this Nexus. I really do not like that. 90 energy on that, 53 energy on this, so he could be Chrono Boosting a little bit better as he is moving out. Using those Chrono Boosts, he could have snuck in a few more units as he does have the minerals left over. And oh my god, this Stalker is going to get picked off for free. This probe is going to get taken out. And Immyt is in the retreat right now. Going over this army tab, you can see LuckyFool has a much larger army. Those Hellions going to get some free hits on those Zealots and Sentries. Going to take out one Sentry possibly. Maybe not. He backed off. If he did one more volley, he would have taken out the Sentry as well. LuckyFool is moving in with a lot of Marines and a few tanks. Looks like his siege mode is completed. So he is just going to siege up here. Those Hellions going to continue weakening this force, and the tanks going to deal their damage. Another tank is being built. One Hellion does get trapped, but it does take out a Zealot with those tanks. The tank has 1 kill, and now LuckyFool is going to take out this destructible debris, so, well, he can open up this ramp. It's going to be a lot harder to force field off. Meanwhile, LuckyFool is bringing a few SCVs for repair, and another tank. The Observer is going to come and seize this, and if LuckyFool unsieges both tanks, Immyt will most definitely go and attack, but he is being very careful, leapfrogging, and even building a supply depot as part of a wall to slow down the Zealots from getting to his units. These tanks are in the back dealing out a lot of damage, but the Marines are almost gone, so it's going to be just these tanks left, and I think Immyt's going to be able to take this force out. LuckyFool does have a Hellion and another tank coming. He has dealt a lot of damage. I'm not sure who is in the lead at this point, and wait, more Stalkers are coming, so yes, Immyt will easily clean this up. LuckyFool is backing off right now, and I'm going to take this time real quick to turn my HP bars off so they're not on permanently. There we go. And we have LuckyFool researching that blue flames for his Hellions. And Immyt, I don't think he's really building Zealots at all. No, he is just going pure Stalker right now. The Stalker's going to come in. LuckyFool was taking out those rocks, but does notice and targets those Stalkers pretty quickly. And the Stalkers are trying to kite these Marines and Hellions. Looks like Immyt is bringing a probe, so he's going to throw down that forward pylon, letting him whoop in units. And just get a quick reinforcement, taking away a little bit of the defender's advantage LuckyFool does have. But LuckyFool is taking out destructible debris. Immyt does know this, as he does have the Observer there, and he saw it earlier. And he's got to be careful about Hellions just running past. If all his forces are right here, a few Hellions could run by and go into this probe line and take out the economy of Immyt. LuckyFool is going for the 3rd base. Immyt, however, is not. Looks like he is gearing up to do an attack. The Zealots are leading the way. There's Hellions going to take this watchtower, and he does see Immyt is waiting by, so he doesn't want to move too much away. And has 4 tanks here. The Observer does see this, so if Hellions try to sneak off, Immyt will be in the loop, and those Zealots going to get toasted immediately. Those Hellions could be microed a little bit better to go attack where those Zealots are in numbers. Lots of Stalkers coming. LuckyFool has a few more tanks left. 2 more tanks in the back. SCVs pulled off. Just 3. Looks like they just wanted to be repaired, but they decided to just absorb shots. Their Stalkers are retreating. Immyt does know LuckyFool does have the 3rd base going up, and LuckyFool decides to go for an orbital command, not going for that planetary fortress. I think the PF may be a smarter choice. And here we go. Zealots coming in. There's still plenty of Hellions, and the Observer does see this. LuckyFool is throwing up a bunker and a missile turret. That missile turret will take care of that Observer. The Hellions do have blue flames now. Their Stalkers just going really close to those tanks, but it looks like the 1 tank out of siege mode will be doing a lot of damage. The Stalkers not targeting that. They're targeting the tanks that cannot hit them. Would have been much, much smarter to attack this tank. The missile turret does go up, and that Observer does go down. So a little bit of missed micro from Immyt. Should have attacked the tank that wasn't in siege mode, and those Hellions look like they will be going to attack the mineral line now. We do have a probe moving out, going to be throwing up an expansion, but these Hellions going to take it out before it can, and oh, it throws it up, and now those Hellions come. Now Hellions going to keep running by, going to try to go in this middle line. LuckyFool throws a scan, sees 3 Stalkers there. The Hellions split up. The Stalkers going to have to choose which one. Those probes look like they are bunching up, and those Hellions going to take out a few there. And a few over here. LuckyFool is doing a lot of damage right now. The multitasking is pretty high. And those probes are splitting up. Looks like he is doing an okay job, but a lot of them are in lines. If LuckyFool did see this, he could have done a little bit more damage. Going in this worker kill count, LuckyFool did take out about 20 probes there. It is now sitting at 46 SCVs versus the 30 probes. LuckyFool does have about the same size army. We can go over this army supply. 38 supply for LuckyFool, 22 for Immit. But Immit does, well, he's behind in both minerals and gas, so LuckyFool has a decisive advantage. But with this mech play, position is what it's all about. A few Hellions going to spot these Zealots and take them out pretty quickly. As you do see, that blue flame does a lot of damage. Some micro going off from LuckyFool. And there was one more Zealot back here trying to run, but nope, the Hellions do catch up to him. This pylon is going to be going down. This will not supply cap Immit, as he is 55 out of 124 food. And LuckyFool is almost double his food at 101. LuckyFool has a decisive advantage right now. LuckyFool is throwing up the missile turret at his third base just to ensure no observers are there and Void Rays do come, or DTs. LuckyFool probably knows he's in the lead, knows his Hellions did a lot of damage, just wants to play this safe, throwing up missile turrets around his base while his force does move out and try for that contain. He is going to try to take this third base out. He knows it is coming up, and going to this army count, it doesn't look like Immit can really do anything. These tanks are going to siege up. There's oh no, Blink does go. Is by Immit. There's Hellions kind of forming a wall, so those Stalkers can't get next to those tanks, and this is going to be game 1. LuckyFool is going to take this. I don't see any way Immit can come back. LuckyFool is over double the food, and these tanks are full HP. This Nexus is just going to get taken away slowly. These Hellions could take out these probes if they chose to do so. Immit just trying his heart out with that Blink micro. LuckyFool throwing up a missile turret just in case DTs come or observers. Just playing this very, very safely. Doesn't want to lose to something stupid, as he knows he's in the lead. Even bringing this barracks over, he doesn't really want to build bio anymore. Going to use this for high ground vision so he doesn't have to waste those scans. Few Hellions going to come up, try to sneak past, and wait. There is a wall up here by Immit, so those Hellions won't be able to sneak past and go to this probe line. But he has taken out that third base and throwing up another missile turret. Playing this game, again, very, very safely. These tanks do have vision the high ground from this small Bioforce. Immit is doing a lot of Blink micro. This barracks is coming to give him more vision. And there are just so many tanks here for LuckyFool. I don't believe Immit can really do anything. He's going to be landing that tank now. Going to stay on that high ground. The Stalkers do blink. There's tanks causing friendly fire, but Immit has absolutely no army right now and does throw down the GG. LuckyFool takes game number 1. Going to be going into game number 2 very shortly.